Hey, it's Mike from the Run Testers. I am in King's Cross, London. I'm heading to the 4 gym to be at the official launch of the Huawei Watch GT3. I'm going to be doing some indoor running, I think, with some guy called Mo Farah, apparently. So I'm going to get my hands on the device, see what's new, how it compares to the Huawei Watch GT2. There are some kind of new running features here to kind of check out, so I'll have a look at, obviously be looking at those closely as well. And yeah, give you my initial run thoughts on the Huawei Watch GT. So I'm going to take you through the key details I've learned about the GT3 from my briefing time and my very brief run and play with it. The first thing to note is you're getting 42mm and 46mm case sizes, which actually matches what we got for the Huawei Watch GT2. Where things have changed is that you're getting a bigger, higher resolution display on both sizes, and it's also bringing in more features from the Huawei Watch 3. They've got a little bit heavier, but it's not something I largely noticed comparing it to the Huawei Watch GT2 Pro and the Huawei Watch GT2e. So in terms of those Huawei Watch 3 features, we're now getting the rotating crown with haptic feedback, and it's running on a fuller version of Harmony OS, Huawei's new software platform. That means you're getting the new UI look and that chessboard style app grid. It does also have access to Huawei's app gallery to download third-party apps, though the version of the Huawei Health Companion that I had to use was a beta version, as the watch doesn't go on sale until November. There's actually a fair amount that's happening here that's going to appeal to runners. Huawei's upgraded its TrueScene biometric sensor to boost heart rate accuracy. Huawei says it's managed 96% heart rate accuracy compared to a Polar H10 chest strap monitor. It says it's also tweaked the case design to better mould to the wrist to improve accuracy when you're on the move. It's also introducing new training plans that can help you train for particular distances and track your progress with an AI coach, though those features will be rolling out at a later date. It's bringing in more running and training insights like a running index to score the intensity of your training, along with training effect and recovery insights. Another big feature is dual band satellite support, which is something it introduced on the Huawei Watch 3 Pro only, and we've seen crop up on watches like the Chorus Vertix 2. It can speak to the key 5 satellite systems and is seeking to improve anti-interference performance as well. In terms of navigation features, you're getting the basics with route back and route sharing features on offer. Battery life has remained largely the same, with up to 14 days for the 46mm of GT3 and up to 7 days for the 42mm version. Those numbers drop to 8 days and 7 days respectively based on heavy usage. So I've just finished my first run with the Huawei Watch GT3, and I'll be honest, it wasn't a very long run. It was a very kind of short indoor run, a couple of sprints, trying to run at Mo's marathon pace, which I failed at, and I guess most people would anyway. But I did kind of manage to run that kind of short session with the Garmin Enduro as well, kind of paired up to my Garmin HRM Pro chest strap, so I could kind of get a sense of a little bit of data. Now indoor kind of tracking data is kind of thereabouts, so didn't massively look into that. It was kind of 0.6 run and a 0.8 run, so but the heart rate actually interestingly kind of held up pretty well against the chest strap. It was kind of 164, 165 to 166 on the chest strap, so from that point of view worked quite nicely. But again, haven't been able to go out and run with it outdoors, which is where a lot of the kind of bigger features kind of really lie. I will be getting a sample the next few days, so I will be able to do that test. But right now, can't say a huge amount about what the Huawei Watch GT3 is like to run with on that kind of very short run. But it feels like a nice watch again. The screen looks great on it. Hopefully, it kind of holds up outdoors with all those new features too. Okay, so my initial verdict on the Huawei Watch GT3 is that, I mean, I really didn't have enough running time with it. Also, I was running indoors. It was such a short session. I couldn't really get a good sense of what this watch is going to be like, I don't think, in that short period of time. You know, all of the kind of exciting features that are happening are kind of geared towards running outdoors, running, you know, with this watch for kind of weeks and kind of months. So things like the dual band satellite support for the kind of extra accuracy, whether that kind of heart rate monitor, the upgraded heart rate sensor actually delivers better heart rate monitoring, because obviously you still can't pair, as far as I understand, external sensors, which is a bit of a downfall with the watch and the platform itself. Things like those additional running metrics, the kind of personalized training plans and AI coach, easy for me to say, those kind of things that are going to get rolled out, you know, you need to spend time over long periods to kind of really get a sense if those work. Now, what I do think is interesting is that the price has jumped up from the Huawei Watch GT2 when it launched. So I think the GT2 launched at £170, £199, depending on the size. Now, the GT3 has jumped up in price. Now, historically, Huawei have kind of set those prices, then kind of drop that price quite quickly as well. So I'm hoping maybe that's what happens. I'm not sure whether that's going to happen straight away. What I am interested to see is whether there's going to be a Huawei Watch GT3E, which obviously they had a GT2E. Now, we reviewed that on the channel. I think for the price, it was a really solid option. Offered some really nice running features. The battery life was great. Heart rate was okay, but not fantastic. But kind of GPS tracking and things like that. And actually, you know, the general kind of using the watch and using it as a smartwatch, I think was kind of really strong. So I'd be interested to see if that is something that Huawei plans to do with this watch as well. Hopefully they do, and hopefully they can kind of get that price a bit more kind of attractive and still maintain those features. So yeah, ultimately kind of initial thoughts, not enough running time to really say whether it's a massive improvement. I think, you know, you've got a nicer display on there. You've got the same kind of level of kind of battery life, at least based on the numbers, and potentially some really kind of nice running focus features that could make it an even better kind of option for runners. So there you have it. That's my kind of initial thoughts on the Huawei Watch GT3. If you've got any comments, I will be getting the kind of a fully ready kind of retail version over the coming days to actually do a full review. So if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments, obviously. As always, like and subscribe, hit that little bell to find out about latest videos. And yeah, we'll see you for the next Run Testers video.